Because I'm a brittle diabetic. Being a brittle diabetic, it's an old-fashioned term, but it means that my blood sugars crash. They crash really quickly.
So I forget to eat, and when I forget to eat, I can't, what do you call it? I just get out of sorts. And
Your blood sugar crashes.
Yeah, I cease to be able to make connections.
Yeah.
Type 1 diabetic, and I have a lot of low blood sugars. I've been diabetic for 10 years, 12 years.
I can go low at any time unaware from my point of view.
My blood sugar just plummets. I just get the lows. And when it goes too low, I literally fall asleep.
I am a type 2 diabetic from a car accident.
Our son's a diabetic. He's been diabetic since he was 2 years old, and he has a tendency to run low blood sugar. He's 48 now, and we were tired of babysitting.
Well, I go low and then I pass out. So if I could be alerted before that happens, I won't wake up in the emergency room like I have before. So it's very important for me.
Because I've been looking to do Diabetic Alert for about 3 years, and there's absolutely nothing on this side of the continent that does Service Dog Alert, and there's like one place down in California that it just costs way too much.
Because you're the only person who is willing to tell us how to train your dog to be a Diabetic Alert dog.
Because of the cost and the fact that you can train your own dog and not receive a dog that's already been trained.
Okay.
It was important to me to train my own dog.
I chose the Service Dog Academy because I like their positive approach. They make the dogs enjoy what they really do, and they make them want to work.
I thoroughly endorse positive reinforcement training. You make the class fun. You were not put off by some of my disabilities, and you were more than enthusiastic. When we talked on the phone, it was like, oh, yeah, I think we can do this.
Because I like the philosophy, and I liked, after I talked with Mary, I liked her. She's a very nice person, and I haven't been sorry.
Absolutely. Learned a lot since Mala was kind of alerting me beforehand, learning how to actually get her to do it regularly and not sort of sporadically has definitely helped.
I enjoyed a lot of the puzzles because we did a lot of that, and he likes it a lot. So it's nice to be able to do something that I know he enjoys.
We had a great time. It was a good class. I'd take another class.
And not only did I enjoy the class, Tierney certainly enjoyed the class.
He loved coming to the Service Dog Academy. As a matter of fact, when Sweetie's waiting to go home, she keeps longing by voicing her displeasure at having left the class.
It's a lot of fun. It's hard sometimes to make the time, but it's a lot of fun training him. It's been really interesting to see how smart dogs really are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's really enjoyed it, and I have too. So, yeah, he's responding to everything I ask now because he has so much fun coming here.
I think I got my first alert after the third class.
I got alert, I think, pretty much the first class. By the second class, she was already alerting.
I got alerts before the class, but the correct alerts, it probably took about 4 classes.
In the second class.
The price is actually really good. I did comparisons with some of the other classes. I found one that was over on the East Coast, and it was still 3 times more expensive.
It's really nice. Compared to $20,000 to go $650, it's nice.
I think the Service Dog Academy's classes are a steal. There's nowhere else in the country that you can get this much training and this great quality professional training for the amount of cost.
Oh, the price is good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Price, I thought was a little high until I checked around, and the other one is on the West Coast for like $5,000. So compared to that, boy, you better sign up quick.
dog have been having a blast. We get to go play all the time. It's new games, and having a dog that's got more energy than a team of 5-year-olds, having new games is always a good thing.
It's exciting to see a puppy be able to open a fridge and all the stuff we've done.
He not only helps me from past experience in what has been taught in the class, but she has previously on occasions alerted me to my medical situation.
Service dog training is just as much about training the humans as it is about the dogs.
I have been obedience training dogs for the AKC ring for over 40 years, and I have learned a lot from Mary.
I was a little bit, I don't know the word to use, a little bit skeptical, I guess, about this all-positive training. And I have been extremely impressed with it.
So when I travel close to 70 miles to come to class for you.
He has alerted for me when I didn't realize I went low. So the progress of the class is phenomenal.
Started hitting my son in the arm with his knee, or with his nose rather, and he went downstairs. My son did, and did a test, and he was 60. I think it was 61 or something like this.
He alerted in the house, and he came and he bumped me, and then I kind of pushed him away, and he left, and then he came with my meter and dropped it in my lap. And then I tested and found out I was like at 105, which is within the normal range. And I wanted to see what else he would do, so I ignored him. Then he smacked me with his foot, and I pushed him away, saying, "No, not now." And then he put his mouth around my wrist and tried to pull me out of the chair. And I said, "No, no, not now. Go away, go away." Then he squeezed a little harder. And I said, "Go away." And then he turned around and he went out the dog door and came back with my husband. So he went out and got the big guns, because my husband will make me do things faster than he will.
And what was your husband doing at the time?
He was chopping and sawing wood with a chainsaw, so he had to get his attention, because my husband's hard of hearing. So he had to dance in front of him, to get his attention. And then when George put the saw down, he said, "What?" And he grabbed his shirt and started tugging. And he said, okay, Mama in trouble, and he brought him around back to me.
And that is a direct result of the training that we had been doing.
It's a direct result of the training.
I've had nothing that wasn't success.